Yes, children. So, in the previous class, we had discussed about RBC, red blood cells, isn't it? Okay. So, let me know what is the color of Abhinav Bijol. Okay. What is the color of RBC, red blood cells?
Red.
Red. Okay. Gokul Krishna. Gokul Krishna. What gives RBC that red color?
We didn't discuss that much. We just started it.
We just started only. Okay.
No, you
Just
took.
discuss the heading.
Okay.
Ma'am, you told
You told about the two parts. No, two.
Components of blood.
Yeah, two components and all you told.
Okay, okay. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, okay. So, two components of blood. Okay. So now, Ayan, which are the two components of blood?
Ma'am, last class I was not there.
So you did not watch the class also.
Ma'am,
YouTube.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
I
very poor.
felt so.
Okay, you did not get time for doing these all things. You were busy with other your own problems. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yes, Parvati. Parvati may not tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, two components of blood, isn't it? Which are
And
the
plasma
plasma.
and cells.
Okay, good.
Red.
Plasma and blood cells are the two components of blood. Okay, Amna, what is the name of the liquid part of the blood?
Plasma.
Okay, plasma. Next one, Amal. Amal, yes, how many types of blood cells are present in our blood? How many? Three. Can you tell the names of these three types?
Red blood cell, white
Very.
blood cell, platelets.
Say it clearly.
Platelets.
Platelets. Platelets. Platelets. Say it.
Platelets.
Let L-E-T. You have seen that picture, no? That I will show it. Okay. Okay. I hope you can see this. Okay, so components of blood, plasma and blood cells, red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. These are the three types of blood cells that present in our blood. And plasma, that is the liquid part of the blood. This much we discussed it, isn't it? Okay, now we can study about each type of blood cells in detail. First we can this picture also you saw it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay.
The next slide also we saw.
Okay. So in this picture, from this picture itself, we can understand which is the cell that is more in the blood. RBC. Okay. This RBC, WBC, and platelets are floating in
Blood vessel.
floating
Blood.
plasma. Okay, these blood cells are floating in plasma. Blood travels through
Blood vessels.
Blood vessels.
blood vessels. Okay, so this much it is over. Now about the red blood, each type of cell. So red blood cells, RBC. The another name of this RBC is erythrocytes. It is not important to remember the name erythrocyte. But if you can remember it, it will be good. So red blood cells, you should not forget this word, red blood cells or RBC. Red blood cells are red in color due to the presence of red pigment called hemoglobin. Up to that we discussed, isn't it? So, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Amna, what is the reason for the red color of the red blood cells? Hemoglobin. What is a hemoglobin? Let me call one student. Yes, Anand, tell me what do you mean by hemoglobin?
Hemoglobin is a red pigment which gives the color red
Okay, very
to the
good.
blood.
Okay, very good. It is a red pigment that is present in the blood, especially in the RBC, red blood cells. Hemoglobin is the red pigment that is present in the RBC, which gives the RBC that red color. Okay, I hope it is clear. Next one, the function of red blood cells. What is that? So second point, first point,
Carry
it
oxygen.
yeah, first point explains what are there in the red blood cell. Second point explains the function of RBC, red blood cells. See, RBC can, so you know blood is responsible for the transportation of oxygen from the lungs to cells and also the carbon dioxide from the cells to lungs. So
Lungs.
what helps the blood to carry these all?
Hemoglobin.
The red blood cells carry RBC. RBC, which is present in the blood, carry oxygen from the lungs to all the cells of the body. That is its a function. So what is the function of RBC, Ayan? What is the function of RBC?
It
Fast.
carry oxygen to
Ah,
all parts of body.
from the
From
lungs to all the cells of the body carry oxygen. Red blood cells, the component of blood which carry oxygen, that is, which is that component? RBC. Okay, blood as a whole it is carrying. Who is helping that blood to carry this one? RBC. Got it? Is it clear?
Yes.
Do you have any
Yes.
doubt?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Because here one more point is
Can you
related.
show the slide?
Yes, yes, sure. Here one more point is there. You should understand it properly. Okay. So from the smaller class onwards, you know, blood carry oxygen, digested food, that all. Okay. Blood is carrying it. So which component of blood helps to carry it? Which component of blood helps?
Blood cells.
RBC. Okay, so blood, in the blood, RBC is there. It helps to carry the oxygen or other substances. So, yeah, let me go to the same slide. So here, one more thing. The hemoglobin, the function of hemoglobin. Here we are referring the function of hemoglobin. Third point. This third point is about the function of hemoglobin. See, what is its function? Hemoglobin present in the red blood cells binds with oxygen. Binds with oxygen and transport it to all the cells. So, first of all, blood is carrying. In the blood, which helps to carry oxygen, which component helps to carry the oxygen?
Hemoglobin.
RBC. RBC. Okay, red blood cells. So, in the red blood cells, what is helping to carry that one?
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. Okay, so hemoglobin, which is present in the RBC, gives hand to the oxygen.
Ma'am,
It,
bins means?
sorry?
Bins.
Binds, B-I-N-D-S. Binds means catches. Okay, catches. Understood? Holds. Binds means holds. Holds with oxygen and transport it to all the cells. So children,
Ma'am.
yeah, yes.
Ma'am, if in the MCQ one question come like which component in blood helps in helps in carrying oxygen,
Component.
which
Blood component. Blood component, what is that?
RBC.
RBC, isn't it? Component, RBC comes under component. So, sometimes if the answer requires if the question requires the answers as hemoglobin, they won't ask the component. Okay. Which it is present in the RBC, red blood cells that carry oxygen,
Hemoglobin.
hemoglobin. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am.
when the blood is passing through the lungs, when the blood is passing through the lungs, the RBC is also there, isn't it? So in the RBC, hemoglobin is there. So what the hemoglobin will do? It will stretch its hands towards the oxygen from the lungs. Okay, it gives hands towards the oxygen and holds it and keep it with it and flow towards the cells. Is it clear? Hmm? So blood is a medium. In the blood, RBC is there. Inside the RBC, hemoglobin is present. The hemoglobin, which it is present in the RBC, holds the oxygen from the lungs and transport it to the cells. Is it clear? Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
we can discuss so many MCQs. I have so many MCQs with me, so we can discuss it. Okay, after completing this chapter. So I think at that time these doubts will be clear. So now you understand hemoglobin. That is why if a person is anemic, have you heard about anemia? Anemia.
Oh,
No.
No.
Deficiency of iron makes anemia. Don't know. So, okay, let it be. Whenever if you are feeling very tired and if you consult a doctor, doctor may first check your eyes, isn't it? Why he
he'll
is
Yes.
open
checking?
the eyes and check.
Because
Yeah.
you want to check whether the blood circulation is proper.
We do. We have enough blood in our body. By checking that eyes, he can understand. Doctor can understand whether do we have enough quantity of blood in our body. So, blood means this hemoglobin is the very important factor in the blood. So, if the hemoglobin content is less, the blood also become less. Quantity of the blood also will become less. See, now you understood. Hemoglobin helps to hold the oxygen and take it to the cells. Isn't it? So, if the hemoglobin quantity is less in our body, will that person will get enough oxygen?
No.
No,
No.
no. Okay, so as hemoglobin is the carrier of oxygen from the lungs to each cells, if a person lacks of hemoglobin, he won't get enough oxygen. If he is not getting enough oxygen in his body, enough energy won't be producing. So the person will be tired all time. That is why if hemoglobin is less in our body, red color of the blood will be less. Understood? Quantity of the blood will be less.
Yes.
So that at that time, that person will be very weak as he is not getting any energy. How we can increase the quantity of hemoglobin, count of hemoglobin?
Iron.
Yeah, what is the relation between iron and hemoglobin?
Iron binds to form hemoglobin.
Iron forms from, using the iron from our body, the hemoglobin is produced. Okay, for the production of hemoglobin, the mineral called iron is required. So that is why doctors are advising us to eat more and more iron content substances. Which are those iron content substances? Food substances?
Bitter gourd.
Yeah, bitter gourd, then
Beetroot.
beetroot, then
Carrot.
Peas.
Pomegranate.
pomegranate.
Potato.
Potato is
Spinach.
carbohydrate.
Spinach.
Spinach. Okay, leafy
Pomegranate.
vegetables.
Ma'am, leaf items.
Yeah, leafy vegetable,
Pea.
especially green leafy vegetables. Are you eating? Are you including this leafy vegetables in your
Ma'am,
body?
like
Yes.
cheera,
Yes.
cheera.
Spinach.
Spinach.
Spinach. Different types of spinach. Okay. So
Violet, green, so many colors.
so many types. Okay.
Ma'am,
Especially.
drumstick leaves.
Sorry.
Drumstick leaves.
Drumstick.
Yeah, very good source of
Yes.
iron. Okay, drumstick leaves. There is a good source of iron, rich source of iron. And drumsticks also, it contains roughage, fiber. That is there. Then the spinach, dates, nuts, different types of nuts, dates. These all are bitter gourd. Okay, that is also very good source of iron. So try to include these all in your diet and get to keep that quantity of count of hemoglobin in your blood, so that more hemoglobin can be produced in your body, and this hemoglobin can carry oxygen from lungs to your cell, so that you will get enough energy for your activities. Is it clear, children? So shall I move to the next point? Okay. So the third point, which here it is explained, that is the function of hemoglobin. Okay, function of hemoglobin. The hemoglobin present in red blood cell binds or holds with oxygen and transport it to all the cells. In the last point, what is the color of our blood?
Red.
Red, no doubt. So, what it is present in the blood which gives it red color?
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. Okay, where we can see this hemoglobin?
Red blood.
RBC.
RBC. So it is the presence of, fourth point, it is the presence of hemoglobin which makes the blood appear red. Okay, so presence of hemoglobin makes the blood red in color, and also RBC also in red color. Got it? So how important is this hemoglobin in our body? Is there any importance?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, is there any importance of carbon dioxide in our body?
Importance of, in our carbon dioxide, it is a waste product. Okay, that is the byproduct of respiration. We can't
We don't use anything, right?
no, carbon dioxide we can't use. That is a toxic product. Okay, so
Okay.
carbon dioxide may breaks up to carbon monoxide. You know that carbon monoxide is highly poisonous. We should not breathe that. Carbon monoxide, which it is,
From cars.
yeah, from the vehicles, which it is liberated,
Carbon
released
monoxide.
from the vehicles, that we should not breathe. That is why vehicles are used to do this. What it is? Smoke.
Smoke service.
Smoking test.
Smoking test. Yes, smoking test. Right. Okay.
Pollution test.
Pollution test. Yes. Thank you. Pollution test. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, I hope this RBC it is clear to you, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
4 points are there. First one explains about RBC. Okay, Ayan, can you please read that first point? Ayan, read it loud and fast.
Red blood cells are red in color due to presence of red pigment called hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. Read it properly.
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. Okay, Carolyn.
Yes,
What is the name of the pigment that is present in red blood cells?
Hemoglobin.
Okay. Prajita, read the second point, that is about the function of RBC. What is the function of RBC? Yes.
Red blood cells carry oxygen from the lungs to all the cells of the body.
Okay. So here, Sriram,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is the function of red blood cells?
It carries oxygen from the lungs to all cells of the body.
Okay, Lakshmi, what about the third point? Yes, third point. Unmute, Lakshmi. Yes, can you read it, that third point? It is the function of hemoglobin, isn't it? It is about the function of hemoglobin. Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. What is the function of hemoglobin?
It binds with oxygen and transport it to all parts of the cell.
Okay, okay, good. The hemoglobin present in red blood cells binds with oxygen and transport it to all the cells. So, Abhinand Krishna,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Okay, Abhinand. So, yeah, what it is present in the blood helps to transport oxygen to all the cells. The pigment.
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin, not hemoglobin, hemoglobin. Okay, okay. Yes, what is the last point? What about that last point?
It is the presence of hemoglobin which makes the blood appear red.
Okay, so Ishal,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
yeah, what gives the red color to our blood,
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. It is the red pigment. Okay, I hope these points are clear. And can we go to the next point?
Yes.
Next, that is white blood cells or WBC, and another name it is leukocytes. Okay, leukocytes. As I told earlier, if you can remember that word, that is fine. If you are not able to remember, that is also fine. Okay, but you should remember white blood cells, that is WBC. In the previous picture, I think I showed it, right? Yeah, so here you can, this is only a diagrammatic representation. Okay, just this is the white blood cell. Somebody told it is like a coronavirus. So
Told.
yeah, so here you can see in the blood vessel, from this picture you can understand. So how far this white blood cells will be there in blood? Is it more than RBC?
No, no,
No.
no.
Less than?
Less than
Less than
RBC.
1%, isn't it? Less than
Yes.
1%.
1% of RBC.
Not 1% of RBC. It is total quantity. 1% of the total quantity of
Ma'am,
blood.
can you show the
1%,
slide
right?
of
Less
WBC?
than. WBC and platelets are less in number.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you show the slide of WBC?
Okay. Yes, I am going to explain it. Okay. First, I am showing that picture. Yes. So white blood cells or WBC or leukocytes. So what are white blood cells? It is the component in our blood. What is its function?
It
Protect
protects
us from
diseases.
Okay,
diseases
it protects us from diseases. That is very important, isn't it? Like
like candy.
RBC carries the RBC is the cause to carry this oxygen. In the same way, this WBC protects us from diseases. So Gokul Krishna. Yes. Which component in blood help us protect us from diseases? Which component in blood protect us from diseases? Gokul, am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, something is
Ma'am,
there.
can I say?
1 minute. Uma, which component in blood help protect us from diseases? Uma?
Yes, ma'am.
Which component in blood protect us from diseases?
White blood cells.
White blood cells. Can you tell me the other name of white blood cells? Other name of Uma?
QT.
No.
Ma'am, she's muted.
Okay, Malavika. Okay. Malavika, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Malavika.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So, which component in blood protect us from diseases?
White blood cells.
White blood cells. Can you tell me the other name of WBC?
Leukocytes.
Okay. So next point. So first point, it is over. Second point, white bloods help to how they are helping us from protecting us from diseases.
They can
That is-
eat up germs.
Yeah, that
And they
is what-
produce antibodies.
Antibodies. Okay. So what are antibodies? We have to explain that also. So next question. First question is, what is the function of WBC? I hope it is clear, isn't it? Next one. How does this protect us from diseases? How does this WBC protect us from diseases? What they are doing?
They will eat.
So that is, white blood cells help to fight against germs. Help to fight against germs which may enter our bodies and cause diseases. So the main point is help to fight against germs. Whenever a type of germ get into our body, the WBC, which it is present in our blood, attack those germs or bacteria, or they may attack them, isn't it? So by some of them may eat up the germs, like bacteria and all, they may eat up. Others, they may produce some antibodies to fight against these germs. Got it? So how they protect us from diseases? How the white blood cells protect us?
The bacteria.
Help to fight these. That is the way, mode of helping us, right? So how they are
They help
helping
to
us?
fight against
Yeah,
germs.
second point, these
fight
blood
against
cells help to fight against germs. Help to fight against germs which may enter our bodies and cause diseases. So help to fight against. They may take the sword and all, and they may fight against the germs. What is the mode of attacking? What is the mode
They
of
produce
fighting?
antibodies.
Some may eat and
Ah.
some may produce antibody.
That is the what is the mode of fight? What is the mode of fight? Some WBC may eat up the germs. The most probably the bacteria are eaten up by the WBC. Otherwise, if they can't eat up, they can't kill by eating them, what they will do? They may make some chemicals. They may produce some chemicals.
Chemicals and
What is
Ma'am,
the
it's
name of?
sentence.
Yeah, what is the name of those chemicals produced by
Antibodies.
Antibodies. Okay, so either they may eat up the germs or they may produce some chemicals called antibodies to fight against these diseases. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we discuss the 4 points. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Rudra,
Yes, ma'am.
which component in blood help us in protect us from diseases?
Ma'am, white blood cells.
White blood cells. Okay. Next one is how these white blood cells help in protect our body. How do these white blood cells protect our body?
and by eating up the germs or else like chemicals like they form chemicals like
So I
antibodies to
told you,
fight
third
against.
and fourth point, that is the mode of their fight, isn't it? A mode of attack. So my question is, How do the WBC protect us from diseases?
By helping to fight against germs.
Yeah, that is enough. Okay, help to fight against germ. How do they fight? To whom I will ask? I should get answer also, no? Yes. Dilla, is there any problem with Dilla? Dilla?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So can you tell me how do, they are fighting, WBC is fighting against germs. Okay. How do they fight? How do they fight against the germs?
They eat up the germs.
Okay. Like bacteria, like germs, they may eat up. And what about the other?
And makes
Chemicals known as
antibodies.
antibodies. Okay. So my last question is to Nelvin. Nelvin is not here. Nelvin, what is the name of the chemical that is produced by WBC to fight against the diseases? Parthiv, what is the name of the chemical that is produced by
Nelvin can't hear
WBC?
you.
Not here. You
Ma'am,
can't hear
Nelvin
me?
can't
Yes,
hear
ma'am, we
you.
can hear you.
Yes, Parthiv, what is the name of the chemical that it is produced by WBC to fight against the diseases?
White blood cells.
Who can say that answer? Raise your hand.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can you
Hassan.
repeat the question?
Pranav, what is the name of the chemical produced by WBC to fight against the diseases?
Antibodies.
Antibodies. Okay, antibodies. So naturally some antibodies are there present in our body. That is why it is advised not to take it is advised that don't take excessive antibiotics. Okay, antibiotics also help our body to produce these antibodies. But when if it is naturally, if in our body antibodies are producing, means that may be good, isn't it? But through the chemical, through the medicines, if antibodies
Ma'am,
are
how
produced,
naturally it will?
this
How
one
nat-
WBC is
Oh, okay, ma'am.
producing it. But then also some problems are there. New types of virus and bacteria are now forming, isn't it?
Ma'am,
So
how
our
to
body may
increase
our
the
body may
quantity?
our body may sometimes fail to fight against this. So at that time we can take this chemical antibiotics. Okay, but it is good to increase our immunity by taking some natural things. Okay, that is why some tulasi leaves, then pepper, turmeric, yeah, that all we
Honey.
ginger, garlic, that all we can use in our body so that our immune system, we can make it strong. Okay, I hope you will do this one.